Yeah, I'm here. GSP, I'm here. I'm freaking here, man. I am here, y'all. What's up? It's the infamous Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Y'all, this love after lockup thing. Y'all, I saw the preview. So this is gonna be some hot mess. I try not to watch what according to Amber. Oh, you missed me? Oh girl, I've been sick again. I've been sick. I haven't even done my other channel because I've been sick. Um, but I'm trying to get better, but I've been sick, girl. I got new hair, so yeah, I go. But I'm gonna give it a minute, a little bit. I'm trying to fast forward past the previews or whatever and get down to Life After Lockup. We're gonna watch Life After Lockup. This is season 6, episode 11. I don't know. You know how Life After Lockup is. Y'all know the seasons don't make no sense. Y'all know nothing don't make no sense. And uh so I don't know if it's season 6, season 7, 3, 5. I don't know. Y'all know how I go. I have been sick. My stomach still is not right. Yeah, I have no idea. I got to go back to the doctor because, I haven't been eating or whatever. So, yeah, like I try to eat. I'm trying, but it just it doesn't go anywhere. So, as I dwindle down to nothing, everyone's like, "You're so skinny, you're so thin now." I was like, "Man, um I look great, thanks." I like there's only one good side is I lost a bunch of weight. Like that's good. On my other channel, Nomadic Kitty, I've been doing videos on the other channel because I don't, I don't have to be on camera. So for those who are gonna watch the rewatch, Nomadic Kitty is my other channel, and that's the channel that I do. Like I can just do videos. I don't have to worry about being on camera and setting up a camera. I can do videos while I lay in the bed. I can do videos, while I don't feel good, and then I don't have to worry about coming on camera. My live streams on this channel and my other channel have been crazy. Like every time I do a live stream, I just get all these crazy people. Like I don't understand where these people are coming from or why these crazy people on my live stream. Well, girl, they be on my live stream. I just be like, who is you? I like, where are these people coming from? Like normally when I do live streams, I don't get a flood of people, but even on my other channel, I got a flood of people. But I appreciate you, GSP. I was like, because I did my live stream last week because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and I had to do it. And it just wasn't the same without y'all, though. So I did a live stream last week because it was the last episode of Love During Lockup. But it wasn't the same what I having y'all on here. What I having GSP and Dustin and the rest of y'all on here. It just was not the same. And then, like I said, I don't go live on my other channel, but I will be doing a skincare tutorial on my other channel. Um, I will be doing a whole skin thing, so y'all can stay tuned for that. You said this episode's good. We about to see. I didn't fast forward past the other stuff, so we're gonna start out with what is it, Brianna and Daniel? Y'all, I be getting these names mixed up. I apologize, okay? Because I'll be getting some of these names. Okay, Bianca and Daniel. I would call her Brianna because she look like this girl named Brianna. So Bianca and Daniel. So Daniel just got out of jail. It's beautiful. And Daniel is just weird to me, y'all. Daniel's weird to me, y'all. He just acts. There's something off about him. Daniel seemed like the type of dude. I ain't trying to throw shade, but he does seem like the type of dude that would like beat you up. Like I'm serious. Daniel seems like that type of dude though. He seemed like the way he acts and he's rude as hell. He's rude. Daniel is rude. He ain't got no home training. Daniel, there's something off about him that I don't like Daniel. I don't know what it is about him that I don't like, but I don't like it. He's rude. He just like he seems off to me. Like there's something off about him that I can't put my finger on, but it's just off. It's off-putting. And I don't like Bianca Brianna. I don't like her either. But at least I don't get that off-putting feeling, but for him, I get a real off-putting like I get DV vibes. Yeah, he's angry. He's angry. He's sober. Yeah, he just seems really wound up and tight up. Like he seems like he got a stick up his butt. Like there's just something about him that I find like gives DV vibes to me. Like he the type of dude that will go off on you and like backhand you somehow. Like I may be wrong, but he just has like he just seems very angry and very like tense and uptight and controlling. Like I don't like that. Okay, so Bianca's talking about she talking about she got a trace a outline of his Johnson. Oh no, she got an outline of his Johnson when he was in jail. He drew it on a piece of paper. That's so crazy. He drew it on a piece of paper. She was so embarrassed too. She was like, "Oh my god, no!" She was showing her friend. So they go into the apartment that she got. Um, the apartment has security gates on it. What kind of apartment? Where's she living at? In the hood somewhere? He said it's an upgrade from prison. I mean, it's cute. It's a cute apartment, but I'm just like, oh, this is awkward. They in the kitchen. She's showing him around. It's awkward. Oh, they in Arizona? Oh, okay. But I'm just like, what part of where are they at? Because it looked like the hood when they had like security bars on the door. I'm like, what kind of hood? What kind of hood you living in, so sis? And then now they kissing. I don't want to see all that. Yuck. I want to see them kissing like that's just. I mean, I'm like, I don't want to. This is gross. Like, I do not want to see these people up here kissing. He said before he got locked up, he was struggling with his addiction. He's saying that nobody wanted to be with him. He's just awkward. He's just weird to me. Like he's weird. Like the way he acts is just weird. It's awkward. I don't know. It's because he's used to being not sober all the time. Maybe he used to drinking and doing drugs all the time, so he can't get a bearing on his personality. But it's just off-putting. Okay, they kicking the camera crew out because it's been 5 years. He's admitted he was using in prison. Yeah, he was using in prison, right? Yeah. Lord. Anyway, we're going to Zorora and Troy. Oh my God. Zaruru, whatever her name is. She is crazy too. Like she gets on my nerves too. I can't deal with her either. I can't deal with Zariah. Like she gets on my nerves. Like this just Zariah just girl. She's crazy. Zariah got issues. She don't need to live with nobody. I said that last time I watched the show. I said Zariah don't need to be married. She don't need to live with nobody. She don't need to be with she demonic, girl. She talking about that chick is demonic. There's something wrong with her. Like Zariah, there's something wrong with her. I don't like she is off-putting to me. And she acts too childish to be 30 something years old. Like she acts like she's like a 18, 19-year-old kid. Like instead of like Troy just wants to chill. I do. I feel bad for Troy. So they're arguing because Troy just feels like he doesn't really have his own space. I don't understand why her closet looked like that. I don't understand. There's a lot of things about Zara I just don't understand. He said living with her is a challenge.
It's enough space if it was just three of us, but if you add an extra
Oh, and then the
person,
sister's
that
living
takes
there
away
too. I
one.
forgot.
Now we have a cluster.
What's going on? I don't know. Things have just been kind of crazy. Yeah. When I hear you guys arguing, my heart drops a little bit because I don't want it to get like too heated. I don't want to make this an uncomfortable situation for you. Like, this is your
It's
home.
already an
You
uncomfortable
live
situation for
here.
the
You
sister
know,
with
you were
living
living
there. But
here.
I
You
agree
were
that
here
the
for
sister been
me.
there first.
I like Troy. I do feel bad for him
Even the sister
sometimes
says she
because,
feel
like,
bad for Troy
Ruya will just, like, be in her way.
being her
And,
way.
like,
But the thing about it is, y'all, I'ma pause it. That's not cool though. Like I'm here to tell y'all right now. All anybody who's listening to this, I'm here to tell you that ish is not cool. Like y'all think that y'all be on the internet. A lot of people, not y'all personally, but y'all be thinking that shit is cute. It's not. Somebody who you live with that you're supposed to be married to or in a relationship with, that they talk to you in a certain way and they be like, oh, I'm in a mood or I'm just moody. I'm here to tell you, get GTFO with that BS. Come on now. No excuses. Nobody should be acting like that. Nobody should be treating another person like that. Troy's used to female abuse. Yes, his mom is an overbearing, hot mess, substance abuse person. Zariah to me is the same way, like his mama. These are stuff that Troy has to go and get help for, to me, in his own self, in his own mind. He is used to having an overbearing female in his life. And he has gotten used to that with his mother, and she's overbearing. And so to him, this is normal. There are a lot of people out there, male, female, no matter what race, country you are, that goes through this. And people be like, well, my sister and my brother, they get in a mood. No, man, you ain't no MF about to get in the mood with me. Well, you know how I get and did it. No, people like this is used to people excusing their behavior and putting up with their bullshit. I'm here to tell you, when a dude like this, if it's a man that act like this run across me, they be mad at me because I'll be like, bye, relationship over. You got me messed up in over here. I'm not gonna put up with no person that is gonna sit here and verbally and emotionally manipulate me and abuse you. What Zariah is doing is emotional manipulation and almost abuse. Like that's how her actions are. Her actions are foul. If she was a man, if Zariah was a man and Troy was a woman, and how she deals with him and talk to him would not be acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable with Angela and Michael doing it. It's not cute. It's not. I done seen people do recaps of this show and they kikiing and they caw because Zariah, because she a woman. That's not cute. I don't care if you're a woman, if you're a man, a duck. I don't care. It's not cute. It is not cute. It's not. It's not cute for somebody to go off on you because they're in their closet, they trying to get a bra or whatever, and they're like, you in my way, and you in my. It is not cool for somebody to talk to you in a way that is disrespectful. And too many people, because of the trauma that they've lived through, they've had, put up with this nonsense from people. I do not. And I suggest that if you listen to this, don't do it. Don't think that this is normal or this is cute. It's not normal. It's not cute. This is not normal behavior for a person. And even the sister feel bad for him. That Troy be sitting at the dinner table just looking like, right, GSP said, I need my piece. Girl, I need my piece too. I'm gonna need my piece. I'm gonna find it. Let's just put it that way. I need my piece or I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna start throwing them hands. Like, that's all I got to say. Is he smoking weed? Isn't he on probation or on parole or something? Why is this man up here rolling a blunt? What is happening?
I am excited. I'm on my way to my first day at work.
Okay. And this is okay. Morning blunt. And this is acceptable? Child, I can't. I can't with these people on. Okay, I just.
organization that provides free.
Okay, so Zariah has an organization that's supposed to help incarcerated people and at-risk youth.
Prior to his release, he started telling me the things that he thinks that he would struggle with and the things that he needed and the support. I'm like,
So,
all right, I think that we should create.
so she was thinking that before he got locked up that they should start an organization.
Your first day of work.
Nervous.
What? Like who? Okay. All right. I got questions, but okay.
Just catching up and just learning everything. That's all.
I'm nervous to introduce Troy.
So they go into the office to where she has a nonprofit supposedly, and this whole thing just sounds sketchy as hell to me. But okay.
My business, but this is his business as well.
And so she started this business as nonprofit for both of them.
How are you all? Really nice. I want to formally introduce Troy.
And this office just looked like it's some tables. It's a mental health counselor and another lady, and it's okay. So they're asking Troy about his charges, and the way the old lady is looking is like hilarious, y'all.
We're gonna have a meeting later.
Hey, nice meeting you. Welcome. Appreciate the welcomes. I'm here now.
All right.
This whole they rented it for an hour. The office, no girl, Cause I'm like, this office looks really huge for just 3 people.
Managing the stress of office. I don't know his like work ethic. I don't know.
Yeah, he has Troy ever worked a job in a legitimate job in his life?
It reminds me of when I was in prison. I had my own little corner cube. Those was always the best cubes.
Well, this is not a cube, babe.
This is the
your
best
office.
Okay, slap me some, girl.
Okay, this scene looks so fake. Like this is just seem fake.
I worked at different factory jobs.
He said he worked different factory jobs. That office don't even look like.
Yes, we are.
I love the office.
Okay,
It's like
this okay. This all don't make no sense to me. They got this big old office for just 3-4 people.
As director of community engagement, your job is.
And he's the director of community engagement. This just sounds like some shit somebody made up. What? You're the director of community engagement.
Support our work, and if the therapists need, like, hey, go check on such and such. We haven't heard from them in a while. We can do that, and we don't have to wait for another agency.
It's something that I always wanted to do.
Girl, like I can tell the way she talking. She don't know what she talking about. I've worked for non-profits. Like none of this seems like on the up and up. Like this seems sketchy. And she's supposed to be the CEO. Oh no, honey. Oh no. This doesn't sound right. I've worked for a nonprofit. I've worked with people who set up nonprofits. This don't sound right.
You need someone to answer the phone. I mean, I created a legal organization, but if you're looking at it from a street perspective,
He talking about.
I created my own gang. I got a few ideas in mind that's gonna make this.
So you used to be in a gang. You a drug dealer. And you think you know something about running a business or a nonprofit? That's 2 different things. It's 2 different worlds.
I really need to tell him before it's too late.
Like this just sound like these people are up here play acting. Like
I don't want to put myself in.
they up here playing. I don't know, not Justine and Michael. I'm gonna have to fight through the Justine and Michael scenes. I'm gonna have to fight through the Justine and Michael scenes. Anyway, so we're moving on to Teenie and Rob, and I don't like Teenie either. I don't like her either. I don't care what anybody say about Teenie. I don't like her. I didn't like her on the other season. I don't like her. There's something about a vibe that she gives off. I don't like her. I just don't. Like I don't know what it is. And I'm pretty much a good judge of character. When I see somebody and I'm telling you I don't like them or something off-putting about them, then I'm telling you. Teenie ain't did nothing wrong and ain't did nothing like rude or foul on the show. But there's something about her I just don't like. I don't know what it is. It's just she gives me a bad vibe.
Our trip to Florida. It was his first time.
She told me he got out of jail and they went to Florida. They went to Florida after he got out of jail.
He adjusted pretty well, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how.
I mean, he's been locked up for 16 years.
16, 17 years.
16, 17 years you're being locked up.
I can't wait to make myself at home.
I like Rob though. Rob gives me a good vibe. Like there's something about him that I like. That I don't know, but maybe because he looks like one of my cousins. He looks very much like one of my cousins. But there's something about Teenie I don't like. There's something about her that she gives off a vibe I don't like. I don't know what it is. I just don't like her. It ain't nothing. The internet is saying he's zesty. He might be. He was in prison for 16, 17 years. So I wouldn't doubt it. But I like him though. Like I don't I like him so far. So far. I don't know. He just got out of jail. Give it time. But there's something about her that's off putting. I don't like him with all the cameras in the house and all that. Now I thought that was crazy. Hey AK, can't stay tonight, but had to come through and show love. Okay, what's up, AK? Always welcome, girl. Hey. Hey AK. I appreciate it though, girl. Give me a thumbs up. I saw you doing your interview with the vampire thing the other day, but I was busy. I was out. I was like, dang, AK over here doing interview with the vampire. She over here doing Rings of Power. I was like, damn. Because Rings of Power is my show. It's my daughter's show. My daughter just started watching Rings of Power. She's 10. She watching it every night. She be like, daughter watching Rings of Power.
We're taking a shower together and we're washing each other's body, and so I go to clean his
Spooky season activity hit me up. We're gonna discuss Vampire in Brooklyn. Oh my God, that's old school. Vampire in Brooklyn. That was my movie back in the day. That was an old school jam right there. Eddie Murphy. Oh my God, AK. Yeah, I'll hit you up on Facebook, girl. I have to be on one of these live streams because your live streams be fun. Like I be cracking up. Vampire in Brooklyn. Lord, I ain't seen that movie in like 10, 15 years. My late husband liked that movie. That was one of his hood movies. He liked all them hood movies. I forgot that movie existed, right? Vampire in Brooklyn. Oh my God. Okay, so Rob is having a welcome home party. And then I just don't understand what these women be wearing. I don't understand how these women can be grown ass women. Like somebody help me understand. Y'all, I'm gonna put it on pause. Why is it you had these 30, 40 something year old women with like the crop tops? They be up here with their crop top on. They got their little crop top on to be up here with their tiggle bitties hanging out. Like why? Why is that appropriate? I've never in my right mind in my life where I have children. I have a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old that I would ever think in my life to be up here with this just yeah, girl. Yeah, like why would I think that's appropriate in my lifetime? That I would think like that was cute when I was in my 20s, but you in your 30s and your 40s and you over here like this, like hey, come on, honey, let's go. Come on, honey. Like, why is that appropriate? Like, why? And then you in front of your little bit, you got little bitty kids. Like, you got like her son is 10 and her daughter's like 13. Why would that even be appropriate for me to be up here dressing in front of anybody's kids like that? Much less my own. But I wouldn't dress in front of y'all kids like that. I would come correct and look respectful. Why? And then like, ma'am, you not 20 something years old. You like 30 some years old. Like why? What? Child, and then you got the rolls hanging out, and AK said they be wilding out. And I'll be like, there's a time, like if you go into the islands, AK, GSP, if y'all on the islands and y'all down in Jamaica, man, and you on the island, and you on the beach, and you want to wear a cute little top and a little dress, and you want to be like, hey, with your man or with your woman on the beach. Hey, I say no holds barred. You do you. You on vacation somewhere, you with your man and your girl, you go do you. But when you at a family picnic or a family event, or you at church or you at a homecoming, like I don't understand why that type of dress is appropriate. Like I don't understand. Like this is not the time or place for you to really to be like, like I said, I'm out there with my man, my girl. Then yeah, we okay. I'm hanging out with my girls. We on vacation. Okay, girl, I'm gonna be up there like, hey, but I'm trying to find a man. But I'm not gonna be all up at the family homecoming. In front of a kid, like in front of little kids, just thinking that nobody in my family dresses like this. And I'm gonna say, let me just say this. Nobody in my family thinks that appropriate. Like I have family all over. Nobody in my immediate family is like, if somebody in my family would dress like that, like at the barbecue or Thanksgiving, everybody would be like this. What's she wearing? What's she doing? Girl, what you doing? Like one of my aunties would pull him aside, be like, come here, come here. Well, like, girl, what you wearing? What girl, you know there's kids here. What we girl, you finna go to the islands? Like what you finna go to the club? We at the club. Like at the club, you can dress like that at the club. Like, girl, we ain't the club. We at the house right now. Baby, don't be coming up here. Like my auntie would pull you to the side. My auntie would pull you to the side and be like, we're not doing it. What are you wearing? The fact that these people just run around like I just be tripping on that. Am I the only person to be looking at this going, why are they dressed like that? Why is that cute? Like I don't it's not cute, boo. It's not cute at 40, 45, 50 years old to be. I like age appropriate, you know. Yeah, like I have nothing wrong with anybody dressing provocatively or sexy, but to me there's a time and a place for it. Having a family reunion or welcome home or something like that, where your mama's gonna be there, your in-laws gonna be there, your kids are gonna be there, your brothers and sisters may be there, and their children. There's a time and a place for everything. You want to go to the club, go to the club. You have fun. Okay, bye, AK. We do Interview the Vampire tomorrow. Okay. I'll shoot you a link if you want to jump in. Okay, I thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. Oh my God, AK. I love AK. AK is the best. But yeah, I had to get on this Interview with the Vampire Talk, y'all, because that's my show. You know, I'll be having flashbacks because that was kind of like my relationship with Interview with the Vampire. But I'll be having flashbacks. I'm like, I know it. I'm like, they didn't mess her. It is tacky, GSP. It's tacky. It's not cute. It's tacky. I'm just like, you know, if ever I'll be on TV looking like this, y'all, in front of some children, y'all could be like, go, y'all could be like, Kiki, don't do it, girl. Y'all just drop me a message, be like, girl, what you doing? So Rob and Tinny, like, okay, Tinny is calling his family, and Rob is saying something I didn't know, that when he was in prison, his family barely visited him. That it was really just Tinny and the kids coming to visit him. Well, I mean, he was in there for 16 years, though. So she's calling his sister, asking the sister want to come. And the sister, I guess, said no, that she can't. And his friend, Tori, quote unquote friend, saying he's effed up and he can't come. And so apparently, like, every weekend he was saying that nobody was really there for him. But that's a long time to be in prison, though, 16 years. And ain't like you in prison for a couple, 2, 3 years. 16 is a long time. She said she get along with all his family except for the mom. I remember her and the mom was volatile. Rob's mom, I don't like her either. Rob's mom is I don't like her. She foul too. But that is subject to change at any given moment. I don't like Rob's mom either. Makes you wonder. Yeah, I don't like Rob's mom. She too invested into money. And she's always about talking about money and being supportive. So I don't know what her situation is, but or maybe I feel like I'm missing something in this. I feel like I'm missing something in this relationship. I feel like there's something going on that yeah. Poor Rob needs to run away with Troy, right? Him and Troy need to have their own show. They need to go live together and just go live the single life and be free of these women. Cause Rob, mama is crazy. She seems like she is on some kind of substance. Every time I see her, she just seems mentally ill or off kilter. And then Rob's Teeny just seems like, I hate to say it, like she kind of like living off of Rob. Like she ain't got no job. She got these kids. It seems like Teeny just wants somebody to take care of her. And so I need some context between Rob and his mom and his so-called business and all this other stuff. Because to me, Teeny just seems like a gold digger. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. Believe me, I'm like, get your bag, girl, get your bag. But she just seems like the type of person that she kind of like don't have anything else going on. And that she kind of got with Rob because he was going to move her in this house and take care of her kids. And she thinks the cameras are cute. Yes. I think Teeny, I'm not saying that she don't love Rob. I don't know. I ain't seen nothing to the contrary. But I'm suspicious of her. I'm really suspicious. I think I'm suspicious of her. And I'm suspicious of any broad that feel like they need to live off a man and they don't have their own situation, their own life, and their own thing going on. And I don't, and I'm suspicious of Rob's mama because all she talks about is being supported in money. That's all she talks about is money. So I'm like, I don't know what her situation either. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so 16 months. Here we go. Justine and Michael. They daughter is cute. They have a 6-month-old named Manhattan. That's cute. Justine and Michael. I don't know what happened to Michael. Did he eat Michael? What happened about him being a rapper? I guess we're not doing that. He's a warehouse manager. That one thing I can't say about Justine and Michael, I do believe that they genuinely love each other. I do believe that. Some he got dad bod real quick, child. He left prison and just gained like 40 pounds. So I do have to say that. They baby is cute as heck. And I do feel that Justine and Michael really do love each other. As much as misguided and crazy I think that they are, um, they he said that they spent too much on the house. He has a day job and then he works for a moving company.
It just feels perfect.
But I do believe that Justine and Michael do love each other. I do believe out of all couples that they would survive the test of time because they seem like, um, yeah, they seem like they're a real couple. What is she married? Is she pregnant again? So she got pregnant again and didn't tell nobody. She said she kept it a secret off of. She didn't want to go through the drama of the online stuff and all that, which is good. I'm glad that's how they did it. I don't like Justine and I don't care for Michael because I think they act like childish. They too childish for me. But they about to have 9 kids, the ninth kid. That's a lot. That's too many kids for me, child. That's so she has a baby and it looks like it's a little boy. And so I like I said, I don't agree with having all these kids. I don't agree with people struggling when they have children and they already like struggling and it's a boy. It looks like it's a boy. So that's good for them. And then they're saying at her age of 36, because she's had 5 children, that she is at a high risk pregnancy, which is true. They're asking her, talking about she getting her tubes tied, and she because the more pregnancies you have and the older you get, the more high risk pregnancy that you will become. So it's a very realistic thing. It's not nothing to play with. That this is going to be her last pregnancy. Yeah, saying that this should be her last baby. But like I said, I don't like Justine and Michael, but I do believe that they are a real couple. I do believe that they really do are they genuinely have a chemistry that I see that I don't see in rarely any of these couples. Out of all the couples that have been on the show, they have the strongest chemistry to me. Like they seem like the way he looks at her and the way she interacts with him, it seems like there's genuine love there. It's not just I'm in it because I want this person's money, or I'm in it because I got out of jail and I need a place to stay. I genuinely see that they are invested into being together. And he's not locked up. And so the doctors are telling her she should have a living will, which is true. Everybody should have a living will, y'all. Everybody. You never know what might happen to you. Everybody should have a living will. Everybody should have a do not resuscitate um, on DNR on file. Everybody should. That's just a word to the wise to everybody. I've been through it. My husband had to sign one, and you have to make those decisions. And taking someone off of life support is the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. I had to take my husband off of life support. It's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. So um, it's a hard thing. And Michael, they were crying because the realization that whether you need to save the baby or save her, that's something that you really need to think about. That's something I had to think about in both of my pregnancies, because I was old when I had my children, and I had pregnancy complications. I technically speaking, I can still have a baby. I'm not menopausal or anything like that. I'm still very fertile. I'm still very fertile. So I'm not doing anything with anybody, y'all, mind you. Now come on, y'all. But technically speaking, I can still have a baby. My uterus have been checked out. My uterine age is younger than what it is. And technically speaking, I can still have another baby. It'll be a high risk pregnancy, but I don't want another baby. No. But the older you get, the maternal age, and then also depends on how well you take care of yourself. I don't have any pre-existing conditions. I don't have any like diabetes or high blood pressure. I eat good. I exercise. I'm in good shape. So, but no more babies for me. Anyway, we get into Karak and um Brittany. Was it Brittany? What are their names? Karak and Brittany?
I don't think I'm strong.
And Karak and Brittany are the only couple on here that I like. Like, I'm just spoiler alert. Yeah, Brittany and Karak are the only couples that I like. I like Brittany because because Brittany looks like an older version of my daughter. So I'm kind of biased, y'all, because every time I see Brittany, I just want to pinch her little cheeks and be like, "That's my baby." So I consider Brittany like my baby. Every time I see her, she just looks like an older version of my daughter, and so and both Brittany and Kirak have been in jail, so they're trying to start over their lives apparently, and they plan to move. And they're engaged to be married, and I like them as a couple. Them two, I genuinely feel a love, that they have a good chemistry and love relationship together. So, and I like Britney's hair. I really like her hair right now. It's beautiful.
Beauty industry is good. I found this really dope nail school that I want to go to.
And so they're packing up. They're moving from Virginia to Texas. Oh wow, Houston, Texas,
I'm just hoping
my state.
we can really step up to do the things that we want in life. I already see him like my husband, but I think we deserve a big wedding.
So Brittany's saying she want a big wedding. They going to start over. I think Kirak is taking his family with him, right? Like to Houston. Oh wow. Like even the family is coming. Kirak's been out 7 months. I like Kirak and Brittany. They're the only couple I root for. Yeah, he's taking the family too. Got his mama and his brother too. Sometimes you just need to start over. Like I'm with that. I support that. Sometimes you just need to get out of where you're at and just go someplace different. I don't know about Texas. I don't know, but it's cheap to live in Texas and there's jobs here. So, so I can understand it. She's like, this is why I love you. This is so cute. Let me rewind this part. This is so cute. Like, this is so cute. Hi, Jackie C. This is so cute, y'all. This is very cute. Like, this is cute what she did. She's like, this is why I love you. Like, this is cute. This is hard. This touches me. It's cute. The love that Brittany had for Kira, it's so cute to me. Like, they are so cute to me. She's been out of prison over a little over a year. Hi, Jackie C. Girl, Jackie C. Let me pause this real quick on this episode. I'm going to do a whole video, y'all, about international dating. I'm going to do a whole video about dating somebody overseas. I have been researching. I've been asking people. I've been gathering my information, and I'm going to do a whole video about international dating with somebody in another country. I'm going to do it, y'all. And I'm going to come out here and lay out my evidence, and I'm going to tell y'all, what's going on. And I'm just going to let y'all, I'm just going to let it all out there. Because I got some dude in Korea trying to talk to me, and I'm just kind of like, no. And I'm kind of like against it, like totally. And you know me, anytime I do something new, I got to research it. So I'm going to do a whole video where just people I've asked who've experienced it, people who married people internationally, people who dated somebody internationally. Because before I do anything, I got to research it. So I'm just gonna bring my findings and just tell y'all what's really happening. And also, right now, my sister-in-law is in Korea right now. She's visiting. She's on vacation. She'll be there for 2 weeks, and she is having the time of her life in Korea. She's really enjoying it, and we are going to Korea next year. That's why you told me, GSP, your ex is from England. How did you meet your ex, though? Did you meet him online? I forgot what you told me.
Um, but we're gonna talk about it in my next video. Cause I've been watching y'all, I've been watching 90 Day, Don't Get Catfish. Oh heck no. Like like I need video chat, phone chat, like all of that. We dated for over a year internationally. Oh yeah, that's right. And so we're gonna talk about the video chat, the scam fish, but just beyond the catfishing and all that. We're gonna talk about my findings and things that I found out and things that I figured out. And I'm just gonna do a whole. I've been wanting to do this video for over a week now, but I've still been gathering my information because again, I don't have any frame of reference. I don't have any experience in this realm. So if y'all can tell me about what y'all experiences and what I know, GSP did not have a good experience with her ex. So, but some people have had good experiences. Some people have just had mundane experiences. Some people have had horrific, horrifying experiences. So I've been gathering all this data and talking to men and women all in all different kinds of countries and they're just telling me what's going on. And I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiance too lately. This season of 90 Day the other way has been crazy. I might I'll probably do a whole video about 90 Day because I usually don't watch 90 Day, but it's got me intrigued. Like this whole thing with Adnan and Tiger Lily, because Tiger Lily live where I live, right? Tiger Lily live where I live. So I don't know much about her story because I haven't watched it from the beginning. But I gotta watch because I'm like, who is Tiger Lily? And then they were like, then they showed her city, and I'm like, she in Frisco. I was like, where? And then they were saying that she got money, and I'm like, she must not have that much money. I mean, you can have money in Frisco, but I'm just like, what is she? I don't know what she does for a living, so I need to go back and research that because she's where I'm at. And so I was like, I need to do some more research. But anyway, anywho, I digress. Back to Love After Lockup this season. So Kerouac is getting an oil change to his nice little Mercedes. Mine have just been mundane. Oh, you've been mundane, Jackie C. Well, Jackie C, you got to tell me something, girl. Tell me what's happening. Okay, so Karak wants to relocate him and Brittany to Texas, but Texas saying that they are not approved to move from Virginia to Texas because they are ex-felons. And that happens. Texas has a really strict uh, incarceration system and it will go to appeal. I know someone who was incarcerated in another state and tried to move here and it got totally denied. So Texas, they go to like through a board of corrections appeals process. And so he had to go through that and it took like 60 days. So Karak's probation officer is telling him and Brittany that they can put them up in government housing until it passes the board of appeals. But if you have a good probation officer really pushing for you, you can get the transfer pushed through. Texas is very strict, yes, about moving there, being a felon. They don't like that here. And I understand that they've done everything and they stayed out of trouble. They passed all the drug tests, they've done all the paperwork, but still though. But anyway, 2 months out of prison, we're going to Kimberly and Joey. Child, I have a natural visceral reaction to Joey. Like a visceral, I have a visceral sense of deep animosity and dislike of Joey on many levels. Because he reminds me of one of my exes, because he looks like one of my exes, because he acts like one of my exes. I have a very deep in my spirit, y'all, in my God-given spirit, in my spirit. I don't even believe in God, but in my spirit, there is something about Joey that I find so utterly outrageous and off-putting that I just want to punch him in the face every time I see him on camera. I just want to. I cannot stand Joey. Every time I see him, I just want to scream. I just want to throw something at the TV. And I can't believe Kimberly has been going back and forth with this man for over, 15 years or so. She been creeping around with him, sleeping around with him, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He don't mean Kimberly not no good. So here Kimberly up there with his dumbass mama. Let me calm down. While she's over here selling clothes and toys or whatever because she needs money for this wedding or whatever. And while he up there buying rims, living off her for free, while she over about to sell stuff at a garage sale. Mom just glad to pawn. But yeah, mom just glad that she ain't got to take care of her. She like, whew, dodge that bullet. I'm glad he with you.
And a lot of these parents, moms and dads, that's how they feel about the incarcerated child. I know my ex did. When he got out of prison the first time and he got with his baby mama, his parents were just happy that mofo wasn't living in their house no more. They're like, thank God he ain't living here no more. I mean, on the cool. That's how my ex's family thought when every time they just happy that this mofo ain't living with them. They didn't give a damn what girl he went to go live with. Good luck. He didn't come live with me. Oh, baby. No, ma'am. Psh, you be over there, I'll be over here. That motherfucker wouldn't come to live with me. My ex did not live with me. We together for 5 years. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. No, you stay over there. I stay. No, we ain't coming to live with me, partner. So Kimberly over here about to sell stuff, about to sell her whole life. And then they trying to buy a house because they living in a rental house and the lease is almost over. And then
What are you gonna learn today? Letters. Do you think you could write my name?
and so now he over playing Mr. Mom, where he over here dropping off the kids at daycare, getting up with the kids in the morning. Why? It'd be a cold day in hell. Hell would freeze over. Hell would literally freeze over before the day that me, your girl Kiki, would ever have a man laid up in my house that I'm paying for. And then I got this mofo over here with my children. And I understand her situation a little bit different because she's been knowing Joey for a long time. So I get it. I still ain't doing it. You a former addict. You a prisoner. You an addict. Why would I trust you with my children? Dope fiend? Why would I trust you with my children? She put a GPS on the car because it's obviously she doesn't trust him. But then you trust this man to get up with your kids, take your kids to daycare, go pick them up, do this and do that, but you don't trust him enough because you put a damn GPS on his car, but you trust him with your babies. Man, these bras right here, really acting like he really doing so much. You being a parent, that's what parents do. You dropping kids off at daycare, you ain't even watching it. I still and bitch, I gotta pay for daycare. So what else is okay? So what are you doing during the rest of the day? He took the kids to school or the daycare. So what else are you doing during the rest of the day? Child, don't get me started. Child, don't get me started up in here. Act like he really doing something. Cause you drop kids off at school? And you get to come back home and do what? Chill and go to sleep, smoke weed, what? What you doing, Joey, all for the rest of the day? Okay, so 2018, Kimberly and Joey were seeing each other. And then she was mad because her boyfriend, her husband at the time, was cheating on her. So she went to go sleep with Joey. This is this is just too much. Talking about he doing the Lord's work. He doing something, ain't the Lord's work though.
I could be Casey's father.
So he could be Casey's the oldest one's father because she don't know.
So I actually bought a paternity test, so I'll know for sure.
And so he bought a paternity test. Yeah, he's such a loser. Like, why would you? I don't know what in the world Kimberly sees in this man. And then I suspect her. Like, I don't understand what she sees in this man that is so great. But it just seems like Kimberly just flitters from man to man to man to man to man to man. You know, it just seems like she goes from person to person to person. Like, she one of these people that, like, can never be single. That she always got to have a man. She always got to have somebody to sleep with. She always got to have somebody to be with. And that says more about her than it says about Joey. So, I mean, it says a lot about her and her recklessness as to getting out here, getting pregnant and bringing kids in the world. That's just crazy. I mean, Kimberly, and then again, Kimberly is in her 30s. I'm like, she gonna wake up and be 45, 50 years old and have like 6 kids and be like by 6 different baby daddies and be sitting around talking about, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then, you know, you do get older, you know. Like, you don't stay young in your 30s and 20s forever. Like, you have to protect your health. You have to protect your mental health, your emotional health, your peace, your body. There's STDs around here, y'all. I watched 90 Day Fiance. You know that one chick, that dude, that he went over there to the Philippines and he and brought out, he got a whole STD. Gonorrhea. Okay, so Justine and Michael, the doctors are telling them, that anything can happen, that she has to be careful. She has to. And Justine and Michael look rough. They look tired. They look rough. They look like they done aged about 10 years in about a year. And I understand that they have a baby and so having, but Justine, she got raccoon eyes. Like, it's not a good look, y'all. It's not. Michael looked like he didn't ate the original Michael. Justine is, I understand she's pregnant, so I don't want to go in on her. But none of these people look like they look stressed, tired. I'm like, damn, I don't think I looked that bad when I was pregnant. I don't think I looked that bad. I didn't have raccoon eyes when I was pregnant. But Justine and Michael both look stressed as hell. Like they look like they look tired. That's all I gotta say. But I understand, they got a little baby, so I'm gonna go. But the pregnancy thing is real. The risk of having a pregnancy at that age is real. She lost a lot of hair too. You think so? Let me look at her hair. Yeah, you're right. She has lost a lot of hair. Her hair used to be a lot thicker. And you can tell, like, the top of her part, that her hair, like, the part is, and that happens to a lot of women. You get pregnant a little bit. Justine and Michael just looks busted and disgusted and stressed. They look rough, y'all. I mean, if Rough had a visual, them two look rough. They said that money is low. They look stressed out. And like I said, I know having a newborn, it's lack of sleep and everything, but she just looked like she just not, both of them look rough. So I just like, damn, their whole appearance has changed. Justine used to try to be cute. She just like, okay. So back to Kurak and Brittany. So Kurak is upset. Well, I mean, that's true. I mean, money be low, you be stressed out. Like a baby be having, then they finna have another baby. Shit, by time we see them on another season, Michael gonna be about 400 pounds and Brittany gonna look like she about 65. On the next season of Life After Lockup, that's what we gonna see. Like Michael gonna be on my 600-pound life for the next reality stint they're gonna be on, because last time we saw Justine, she's prancing around. Yeah, the pink lingerie. Now she looked like she's stressed out. I'm like, damn, girl. And it looked like she didn't aged about 10 years. I'm like, wow. Wow. So Kurak and Brittany telling them that the next steps is government housing, and they got to try to push it through or whatever. So anyway, let's go back to Bianca and Daniel. And then Daniel is fixing her breakfast, or
seeing Daniel in person, he's kind of skinnier than I like.
She said seeing Daniel in person, he's skinnier. Talking about when she saw a picture that he had muscles, I don't think Daniel's really that skinny. He just doesn't have a lot of muscle tone. And then she talked about the sex, and he was like, "Oh, it was great." And she was like, "Yeah, it was all right. It was good. It was okay." Talking about she got catfish. Yeah.
You were good.
She said, "Oh, you were good." Why is she up here lying?
The sex was.
She said it was. She said it wasn't good.
But it also wasn't like the best.
She said it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. In other words, the sex was horrible. That's what she really trying to say. His sex game was bad. Like, girl, just admit it. It was horrible. In other words, it was bad. In other words, it was bad. She tried to sugarcoat it. It wasn't good. He been in prison for 5 years, so I'm sure it was one and done. I'm sure it was pew, pew, quick. Pew, pew, bang bang. I'm sure it was bang bang. Because 5 years in prison, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't good. And these men folks really be thinking that their sex game be the best. And, oh my God, I'm so great. And then you get them in bed and you're like,
I mean, you are sexual, yeah, but it's like, that's what we have to do to
wow.
have a relationship.
And he up here burning the eggs. Like, he ain't even cooking. Daniel looked like he ain't cooked a day in his life. He up here, the eggs look crunchy. They look overdone. The eggs look crunchy, y'all. I don't know why he up here trying to fix breakfast or why the producers put him up to do this. That's the only thing. Hopefully the producers.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, like, you like Detroit. Yeah, I agree totally.
No sass.
Daniel is just weird to me.
Is it good? Do you like it that much?
Them eggs look disgusting.
And you made me.
It's bacon, it's eggs.
Yeah.
Okay. She seems hungover. She seems something.
No, you get it.
She just seems weird, period. Oh, she's telling him to get some coffee, please.
Maybe go get your coffee.
You're making me breakfast. You literally cannot even, like, pour the coffee.
Look, the camera crew, they petty. They put the camera on the coffee pot. They like, there's the coffee pot. It got coffee in it.
No, that's you know.
Oh, he wouldn't even get her coffee.
Do you know, like, how much I've done for you? You can't even make me a cup of coffee.
Don't throw that in my face, ever. That ain't right.
How's that not right?
She's like, how's that not right?
So I love you?
So why would you use that to make me feel bad? To do something for you as a manipulation? That's not right.
Okay. I had to say, I don't agree with Daniel's tone, and I don't kind of agree with him, but then I kind of agree with him. So I'm kind of conflicted because he wanted her to get some coffee. She wanted him to pour her a cup of coffee. He said no. I don't agree. I don't know why he said no. I don't understand that he cooked breakfast for her. He could have easily got up and got her some coffee. I don't really agree with her throwing it in his face, though. Someone's been taking self-important classes in prison. I understand what he's saying, but him being in prison and owing his life, his lifestyle to Brittany, I would have got up and got her some coffee, but I don't like his tone. I understand what he's saying, but he was rude about it. I would have got up and got my man the coffee, but the fact that she's saying all the things I've done for you, now that's the part I don't like what she said. I don't like the fact that I did all this for you, so you should get up and do this for me and do that for me and do this for me. I didn't like her tone about that because, again, this is the man that you got with. This is the man you got with, Braun. She got with this man. So she knew damn well that she was going to have to move this man in and take care of him before he get on it. So the idea to me that you throwing that in somebody's face, like, look at all the stuff I've done for you. Okay, but girl, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to get with this man. You didn't have to do all this. Y'all could have still been talking. He could have got out of prison. He could have went to a halfway house and called it a day.
Daniel's being really selfish and extremely rude.
But he is being rude, though. I agree. They both wrong here. They're both wrong. For her, hanging that over his head and saying that shit was foul. And for him getting the tone that he got with her, that was foul. You know, that was foul. So either way, they both is wrong. But then again, I don't agree with him trying to kiss her and be like, I love you. Don't do that shit to me. Don't ever in your life that you going to make me mad and you going to reach over here and be like, oh, honey, I love you. I don't play that shit. Don't kiss me. Don't talk to me. Like, you going to be rude to me? We gone.
I'm thinking we gotta get started, eh?
So on to Zariah and Troy. So both of them are childish and wrong. Bianca and Daniel, they both childish. They both wrong.
Troy and I got married during the pandemic. We had to stay.
Yeah. Daniel don't treat her like a girlfriend or a partner. He treats her like she a bunkie or a celly. He treated her like she one of his homeboys or something. Like and again, I don't think Daniel's ever been in any kind of relationships. And that chick, she ain't got no real experience with no productive relationships either. So Zariah and Troy, back to them. What is she wearing on her face? What the fuck is that on her face? I mean, what is that on her face? Is that supposed to be a face mask? What is that underneath her eyes? Why she look like a clown?
Hi, we have not received rent for May or June at Syracuse.
Oh.
Please make payment ASAP before we need to add late fees.
They ain't paid rent in 2 months.
Rent for May and June. We
Some face mask. What is that stuff underneath her eyes? What is that?
This is for Project Here.
Oh, so they haven't paid the rent for 2 months at the nonprofit that she made.
and our invoice got delayed. I had just enough to pay the therapist, but that was it. And there's some other bills that I wasn't able to pay. I wasn't able to pay the office rent.
So she ain't paid the office rent. She probably ain't paid the electricity. She ain't paid nothing. So she ain't paid nothing.
Trey, I'm so serious. I've kept our financial dealings a little under wraps.
A little under wraps. She said she kept her financial dealings a little under wraps. A little under wraps.
And
what?
I felt as though I could figure it out myself, but we have about 7,000 in debt.
They 7,000 in debt?
What is our solution? What are you?
So Troy's asking, what is our solution?
I've never gone through this before. And
she's like,
not only just your payment, but it's my payment too. So we have no checks coming in. So the rent that's due in a
so they have no checks coming in. They have no money coming into this nonprofit.
Up until this month. So we don't have no money.
They don't have no money coming in.
Grant funding is much different than the basic paycheck to paycheck. We have to create a budget. In that budget, we have different expenses.
Okay, she sounds
we
stupid.
We have to create an invoice, submit the invoice, wait 30 days, and then there's a payment. So it's a learning process, not only for you but for me as well.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me stop all this. Zariah saying that running a nonprofit is different than a company where you're where you're running a business based on profit. So when you're a nonprofit, you have to submit an invoice of what the expense is, or vendor or whoever, and then in turn they have to wait 30 days to get their money back, because what it seems like is that she's getting government funding as a nonprofit. Okay, I have some experience. I have a lot of experience in this. First of all, before you even start a nonprofit, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, kids, before you start a nonprofit, there are things that you have to put into motion. You would try to secure your funds, not just through government funds, but also through donations, private equity, foundations. There's foundations out there that give money to do startup for nonprofits. So it's not just about government funding and getting approved for that, but you have to have other backup for income. You have to have, technically speaking, at least 6 months worth of money in the bank in order to run a nonprofit successfully. Because yes, if you're submitting, you have to submit your invoices and your expenses to the government, and then the government in turn either reimburses you or they pay that invoices. But it takes anywhere from 30 to 45 days, depending on what state you are living in. It also depends on what government subsidy or government program your nonprofit is underneath. It sounds like Zariah doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. I'm listening to her. She sounds dumb. Someone said they looked up, they couldn't find a nonprofit. She found a crowdfunding page for it. Okay, that's even worse. So if she does not have a federally registered nonprofit, which if she does have a nonprofit registered, you'll be able to pull it up. If she's registered federally, which she should be as a regular nonprofit, then she would have funding coming from the government. If somebody says that she is not registered, they couldn't find her nonprofit, then I throw a side eye. So if she's using crowdfunding or using some person trying to fund it, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's like, and she's telling him, well, this is the first time I've ever encountered this and do this. Okay, but you don't go into running a nonprofit if you don't know what you're doing. That doesn't make any sense. It's not like I just wake up one day, you know what, it's a good idea. I should start a nonprofit. That sounds like a good idea. Let me crowdfunding and go get bank loans. She's probably got bank loans. She's probably got using credit cards to fund this nonprofit. So in other words, she doesn't really have a real nonprofit, quote unquote, what the government and the state would consider a real nonprofit. So in other words, like I told you earlier in this episode, I said something don't sound right. The way she's talking about it, the space that she rented out, the space that she was in, I said that looks way too big to be running where she has like 3 employees. Why would you have that big a space? Why, like none of that makes any, that was crazy to me. Why would you rent out a space that you can't afford? She should rent it out a small office building and a small space. Or some people run their nonprofit out of their home. Some people, until they're able to afford to have an office. But it seems like she's play acting, that she wanted something to make her feel better. Trust me, I know people who've done this. They start these charities, these nonprofits, because it sounds like a good idea, because it makes them feel better and feel important. But then at the end of the day, they don't understand that this is a real business. Running a nonprofit is not like running a church. It's not like running a charity. It's a nonprofit organization. It's not your own private slush fund. It's not a hobby. It's not a Etsy store. It's a nonprofit.
Right now, how will we?
Yeah, and this chick seems like she knows nothing.
Play in the bed, and let's just not.
So Troy is getting upset because he's like,
I'm bringing it to your attention because
she said she's bringing it to his attention because
I have to let you know now.
Attention, you should have been.
she should have told him this from the jump. The moment that before he got out of jail, she knew she was struggling financially with this quote unquote fake ass nonprofit. She knew what she was doing. And for her not to tell her husband what's going on before he got out of jail, talking about, well, I didn't want him to stress him out and da 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 da. Okay, that's not your place though.
Why didn't we get all the funding that we were supposed to get?
Yeah, where's the funding?
You submitted everything that we
That's
supposed
what
to get.
happens with grants.
All right, so it make you not want to do this. If it's not guaranteed, why I want to keep doing this?
So do you think that having a nonprofit is going to be easy?
She's saying that she submitted the paperwork to get funding for the nonprofit, but she said, well, but she's not explaining what happened. So did she get approved for the nonprofit funding or didn't she? So he's asking her, what happened to the money? Where's all the money supposed to get in? She was like, well, she's not answering the question. Did they get approved for the funding or not?
Let me tell you this.
Is it still on hold? Did she get some of the funding, not some of the funding? Because she's not really answering the question. And then if you don't get all the funding, why would you still go ahead and start a nonprofit and get an office space if you do not have all your funding in check? If you do not have all your ducks in a row for any type of business, don't start the business. She shouldn't have started a nonprofit if she didn't have the funds secured. At least 6 months worth of funds secured. That's stupid. And he's getting aggravated, and he has a right to get mad and aggravated. Because she basically lied to him. And there's no reason to hear her out about what? Because what she's saying is like a whole half truth and a half lie. And she's not really telling the full story, Zariah. She's not telling what really happened. And I understand he wants to leave the house, and that's not the way to handle it. I feel sorry for Troy. I really do.
Whatever it is that you need to do for the day, you take care of that. And let me take care of my business.
Troy, where are you going?
And she's asking him, where are you going? He shouldn't be leaving the house. I agree with her on that one. He shouldn't be leaving the house dressed like that. People may think he's stealing or robbing or something, and ankle monitor on with a pink do-rag. No, it's not the answer. Run to Rob. Troy and Rob should just get their own show and just go live together. And just be like, they had their own show. Yeah, I don't think it's smart for him to leave the house looking like this walking down the street. I agree. Now, I agree with her on that one.
I gotta highlight you. We gotta figure something out.
And calling your old friends trying to like go sell drugs or do something illegal, that's not the way to go either. Run to Rob. Troy, that's not the... Rob would have a job for him on the cool, because don't Rob have his own company or something that we don't know about that sounds shady? So maybe him and Rob give him a job. They live together. They get away from these two crazy women, because these broads is crazy. Because these women seem nuts. They seem crazy. So anyway, back to Joey and Kimberly. Off-putting Joey and Kimberly. He talking about he going back to sleep. You ain't even did nothing all day. You unemployed.
There's so much stuff to do.
A lot going on.
It feels really good to be able to lay down in the bed with Kimberly. I love her more than anything.
He talking about he love her more than anything. I don't believe him. He was trying to cheat with the ex-girlfriend.
I want to know if he's mine or not, you know?
He wants to see if Kaysen is his. He might be. They do favor each other a little bit. So, I mean, I hope that Kaysen is not. Hopefully the dude that she is still married to, because Kimberly is still married. I don't know why Kimberly talking about she finna marry him and she's still legally married to her ex.
You sound like you're pretty sure.
And so he got a paternity testing. And it's a, and then the idea that she act like she don't really want to know. That child has a fucking right to know who their parent is. Man, Kimberly, get out of here over talking to me right now. Like the idea that she's okay. Yeah, she's still married. And the fact that she okay, knowing that she may got a son running around that may not even be her husband's kid. And she's kind of like, I just let sleeping dogs lie. What kind of mother says some shit like that? What kind of person deals with life like that? She's like, well, how am I supposed to tell the 5-year-old? Okay, well, we didn't say you had to tell the 5-year-old that. But the other man deserves to know the truth. Joey deserves to know the truth. And Kason deserves to know the truth. It's okay for you to parade this kid around a man who ain't even the father of the kid? Like, what kind of shit is that? Yeah, she acts like it's no big deal, to be honest. Those kids look nothing alike. Right, they look nothing alike. One of them has curly blonde hair, the other one has straight dark hair. And the curly blonde hair looks like the dad. The dad has they showed him long curly hair. Blonde hair. And that other boy, he don't look nothing like his brother. So the idea that she like, oh, it's no big deal, no big deal. A kid has a right to know who their parents is. Just because she don't want to know, or she's still married, or she has an end that, well, I guess if things don't work out with Joey, I really think Kimberly thinks that. Like I'm going to say something that people may disagree with. I think Kimberly feels like if things don't work out with Joey, then she can go back to her husband. That's what I think. I think that that's what she feels. That if things don't work out between her and Joey, she can always go back to the husband. I don't know if the husband has a woman or has maybe, because she was saying he cheated, with them. But I just feel like she feels like, well, if this don't work out, I can always go back to the husband. But like I said, I don't know. That's just my theory. But Joey is turning into the he put it in the mail. And Kimberly acts like she's not happy. I'm just like, she just acts like she don't care. And so it's just weird. Like, I just think that she feels like she got her out, that she can always go back to the husband. Because, I understand that her and her husband ain't together, but they should have been divorced by now. They should have been divorced by now. Okay, now we're going to get on to Teenie and Rob. Yeah, I lost any respect for her when she did that. Like, when she talking about, she like, well, just let sleeping dogs lie. I'm like, girl, what? Like, why would you think that that's okay? Like, why would you? I don't understand. Okay, so Teeny's mother is here. Oh, that's Teeny's mother. Aw, Teeny's mama. I like her braids. It's pretty. So Teeny's mom is there. I like Teeny's mom's glasses. And then here comes her friend Rochelle. Her friend Rochelle got some really ample. I'm just like amazed. I'm like, wait a minute, girl. Them boobs is big. Them boobs is huge. GSP. They finna get some drinks now? Aw, Teeny.
His mom a few times since he's been released.
Aw.
It went good at first, and then she got mad at Rob, per usual.
Talking about pretty usual. I guess Rob's mom get mad at her all the time.
Go visit Rob every weekend. His family came with me to visit him once.
Oh, the family only came to visit her once.
I never really doubted that.
Oh, wow.
Really proud of him, and they need that extra support.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the family only came once. Like, wow. Okay, the family really hasn't came. But you can't really get mad at the family, you know, because they was out here living. I mean, that's a long time to be locked up. Like I didn't have family members who are locked up, and 16 years is a long time to be locked up.
Okay, we got some cake.
His party is so sad. They got a cake, they got balloons, and there's like the two kids are there, and then her mom, and so there's like 5 or 6, 7 people.
I really appreciate y'all. This is like,
There's not that many people there. Yeah, the party is kind of sad, but then that's what happens when you locked up for 16, 17 years. I mean, damn now. Like, what you expect?
My grandma, she kept telling me to smash it in his face.
And then they smashing the cake in people's faces. That's so disgusting, y'all. I don't know. People over here smashing cakes in people's faces. That is so disgusting.
Hello.
Why they smashing in the face? Okay, here come the mom. Why the mom seem like she drunk? Why the mom seem like she drunk? Wait a minute, mama. Wait a minute. Hold on, mama. Hold on. Mama just seems like she like, hello.
I didn't expect my mom to come out.
He didn't expect the mom to come out, but she made it. Okay, mama.
She couldn't make it.
The mom is the mom drunk? Oh, the mom, but the mom give off me vibes though. Like the mom, I'm not that petty, but the mom seems, you know, she seems a little. She kind of gives off. She kind of gives off Kiki vibes.
Love it. So how's the food?
Good.
Oh, the mom definitely gives off my vibes. I hate to say it,
Welcome home party.
but the mom seems a little off kilter. I'm not that crazy. I'm not like, you know.
I'm glad you showed up.
Right, I'm glad I'm so here. I'm here for you.
Oh no, the mom is like the mom look like she on some bullshit already, y'all. She like she on some mess. I know mess when I see it coming. Oh
I
no.
just think don't nobody know what I'm going through mentally, mama. This is something new to me.
He's saying, Mama, I'm going through something mentally. He was locked up 17 years.
I thank you for everything you've ever done for me. I always love you.
Yeah, he always loved his
I'm
mom.
older now, and I have this down here.
He said he's older now.
Every day when Tini ain't gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
She said, the mom said, but honey, when Teeny ain't gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. I had to pause it because that sounds like something I would say to my child. I'd be like, look here, when that bitch ain't here, I'm gonna be here for you, honey. That's something I would say. I would so say that. I would so say that, like I picture it in my mind. Like I can see it right now, me saying something like that to my child with their but they're Tina and Bro, I don't care. I was like, when Tina and Rob are married, but I would say something like that. I would like, well, honey, when she not here or he not here, I'm gonna be here.
Why do you think I wouldn't be there? No, I'm saying, yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know. I'm just hypothetically.
She said hypothetically. I don't really know. Hypothetically.
I just made a comment. I can't make no comment. It ain't nothing to do.
Well, it's to say a matter of time. If means
Like, wait, can I finish with my son?
She said, wait a minute. Can I finish with my son? First of all, there's no reason why Teeny would get offended of that comment. If somebody said that in front of me and we're married, I would have just laughed it off. I would have just sat back and went, ha, okay. And I wouldn't even paid it no mind. But the fact that Teeny, like, she seems like she's really offended by that comment. I wouldn't have got any reason to get offended. I would have been like, okay, whatever.
Us to take her a whole other family and just,
I'm gonna go try and get a drink real quick.
so why would you do that? Have a good day. Why would you do that?
Hey, what is your problem?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. He fell on top of the mama. Oh my God. They gonna end the episode like that. Holy shit. Oh my God. No wonder you were saying run, Rob. Girl, they crazy. Okay, first of all, I have to say, Teeny was wrong for that. She put her hand on her first. Rob's mom stood up and she started yelling. Teeny went for her first. I told you I didn't like Teeny. I told you I didn't trust that chick. I told you there's something foul about that chick. Like I told you, she crazy. Why would she was like, okay, I'm finna go get a drink. She could have stood up and just walked away. Sometimes you have to stand up and just walk away. She was getting mad because Rob's mom was saying that she should not have engaged her mother, his mom. She should have stood up. She should have just walked away. She should have been like, okay, I'm finna go get a drink. Like, that's all she had to say. And just, she should have just stood up and walked off. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and engage this foolishness with my mother-in-law. I'm not gonna engage that. Then the fact that she's like, what is your problem with me? She didn't have to go there. She could have just walked off and been like, I'm gonna be over here, you're gonna be over there, we're good. And then, she was telling them, she was like, I'm trying to talk to my son. Child, that gave so much me vibes. I hate to be a hypocrite because I would say something like that. Like, I would be like, look, when this chick ain't here, I'm gonna be here, honey. And then, like, she got offended. I wouldn't have got offended by that. I would have just laughed it off. I really would have laughed off and would have been like, okay. Like, Rob's mom, how I would handle her is just be laughing. Like I said, there is more to this story that we don't know. There is something going on that I feel like either they're editing out or something that's not said. There is some reason why the mom likes his ex-girlfriend. There is some reason why the mom does not like Teeny. And there's something that we are not being told in all this. There's a reason why she don't like her. Teeny is really sensitive. She is really sensitive, and then she gets all crazy. Teeny had no right to try to put the paws on the mom. She had no right whatsoever she had no right to get in this woman's face and be like, what is your problem with me? She had no right to do all that. She could just got up, been the bigger person and walked away, especially with her kids being there and your kids witnessing this. I would never make a scene in front of my children. I would have just got up and walked away. But getting in this woman's face is like, what is your problem with me? Teeny knows that Rob's mom don't like her. She know that. She said it before that she get along with everybody but Rob's mom. So why would you put the wood on the flame when you know the woman don't like you anyway? It creates too much bad blood in her relationship with Rob, and it creates too much bad blood between Rob and a relationship with his father, with his mother. So why would you want that situation to even be there? But that, like I said, I feel like in this season we're gonna find out things about Teeny that we don't know, because right now they're presenting her in one way on this show, and I just feel like behind the scenes or something in her past, I feel like there's more to this story than and there's a reason why Rob's mom feels, because she feels strongly that she does not like Teeny. And I don't know what it is, but she feels very strongly. I can tell by her demeanor that there's something about Teeny that she does not like, and it's beyond just the money situation. Because I understand, I called the mom. I seem like she's very money hungry. She wants Rob to take care of her. But I feel like, what's the story behind that? Did Rob tell his mom? Did his mom invest some money? I feel like throughout the season, we're going to find out the truth about Teeny, and we're not going to like it. I think that there's something going on that is deceptive or manipulative that she has done, and that it just hasn't come out. Because, like I said, I thought it was odd the first time she was in Love during Lockup that she was living in this house and her kids are living there. And I'm like, okay, she don't work. She ain't got no job. Like, okay, he supposedly, him and his brother have a company together, supposedly. And I'm like, how is she just living there, living off of his quote unquote money or job, and he's in prison? And I just, yeah, who does that? Like, walk away. Like, yeah, she swung on his mom. And where's the real dad? Yeah, where's the father of her children? Like, I'm like, so where's the father of her children? I just, all of this, I find very suspicious. Like, it's just a mystery that I feel like this show has not elaborated. And one thing I hate about these 90 Day Fiancés and Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, one thing I hate about these shows, they don't give a lot of the past life and the past stories of some of these people. And so some of these people, they present them in a wholesome, nice image. And then when people go online, like when according to Amber and other people go online and start digging dirt, then you start figuring out that these people is not how they portrayed on these reality shows. You find that these people have criminal records. You find that these people have exes that come out the woodwork and be like, this person's done this. You find that people don't take care of their kids. You find that they all got caught all kind of CPS cases, child protective services. You turn out they have all these DV disputes and charges and things. Like a lot the way they portray these people, the people who haven't been incarcerated, I should say, it'd be totally different than what reality lies. And so I'm interested to know what Teeny has done to piss off Rob's mom so much. Like, does Rob's mom feel like Teeny is using him and manipulating him? And because again, the idea that she's laid up in this man's house with her two kids and she don't have a job and she don't work, that speaks volume. Because I'm like, has she ever had a job? Is she looking for Rob as a quick come up? You know, just like that one chick that what her name? What was her name? Jade or whatever. How she was with this dude is incarcerated and he had money from casinos and she was in the house and she was spending a bunch of money and he was still locked up and she was spending all his money. She was looking for him for a come up. Like I forgot who, I think her name was Jade. But yeah, that guy, he was Native American and he had a part of the casino. He was getting money every month. And she was just blowing through this dude's money. And she didn't work. She didn't do nothing. All she was doing was talking to him while he was in jail. Again, I don't understand why these men get with these women that ain't got nothing, don't have nothing. I guarantee, they in prison. So, there's so much you can do, when you locked up. But they get with these women and these women are like, well, shit, I'm finna lay up on this dude's money, or they get a settlement or a check or a siphon or whatever. I do understand his mom's feelings. If she legitimately paid her light bill with Rob's money and he helped, yeah, I understand the mom's feelings. Like I said, I think we need to know more about the dynamic between Rob and his mom, and we need to know more about Teeny and Rob and their dynamic and what the real history is of their relationship. Because I feel like there's something shady has gone down in Oklahoma, and I don't know what it is, but something shady is going down in Yukon, Oklahoma, honey. I just feel like Teeny gets a side eye from me. And she got a side eye from me since the first season. I told y'all when I watched it, I was like, something about her I don't like. I said, there's something about her that just seems off kilter. How she wants Rob to take care of her kids and take care of her children. And I just don't know what it is. But I think we're going to figure out throughout the episodes why Rob's mom feels so strongly. But the idea that she wants to put the pause on her husband's mother over just her, she want to get in her face and be like, what is your problem with me? I don't like that. I'm like, girl, you see, I told you that Teeny seems very childish. She seems very childish. She acts like a child. Like, instead of 30-something-year-old woman with two kids. All these women act like they little kids, and I just don't understand it. But we'll see. But this episode, I give it, because there was a fight at the end, I definitely give it a B plus. Anytime there's an episode where somebody get the pause put on them, it's definitely gonna be bumped up a bit. So I give this episode a B plus. Now I rarely give anything over a C. I rarely do that, but this one definitely deserved it. This deserved it. It had, attacking the elder, like, yeah, like that. That is like, oh, that don't sit right with me. I would never try to put my hands on nobody's mama or somebody older than me, especially my husband's mother or father or sister or something like that. Not unless they came at me first and I had to defend myself. But she was wrong. Teeny was in the wrong all the way around. Should not have put her try to put her hands on that lady. Like, when the lady and then like Rob landed on top of his mother, and it's like that took my breath away. Like, my heart was beating because it seemed like it was a hard land. Like, he was trying to stop it and he tripped and fell on his mama, and then he was like, mom, no. I just feel like, I'm like, run, Rob, run. Rob and Troy need to go live together. Rob need to be in a halfway house with Troy. They need to be living together, because this situation here, this is crazy. Like, this is too much drama for me to be dealing with in my relationships. So I give this episode a B plus, and I can't wait to see what happens next week. Y'all join me on my other channel, Nomadic Kitty. I will be doing a skincare tutorial. BTS related, of course. But I will be doing a skincare tutorial on my other channel, Nomadic Kitty. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. It be on and popping in my other channel. I get more views on my other channel. That's because I do K-pop stuff, and the K-pop people, they be coming. But Yeah, I had to change my hair up because I can't deal with like uh a lot of like poofy hair in my face. Like it makes my face itch. And then I just had to change it up because it's still hot here. Like it's fall here, but it's hot here. Like y'all, it's hot. It's hot here. It's still like 90 something degrees here. Even though it's October, it's Texas. It's 90 something degrees here. I don't understand it. I just want the temperatures to drop. I just wanted the temperatures to drop. But anyway, I had to go talk to my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law sent me a message talking about she's fixing to go. She's getting fitted at a temple for some hanbok, and she's gonna be taking pictures of it looking cute in her traditional Korean outfits. I am so ready. But anyway, y'all, like I said, I'm gonna come on here later this week and do a video about international dating. I'm gonna come on here and do a video about 90 Day Fiance. I got some real strong opinions about 90 Day Fiance. There are some couples that I have real strong opinions about. Adnan and Tiger Lily, I have really strong opinions about them. I have strong opinions about both of them that I feel like both of them are in the wrong. Period. I don't understand why any man who's a Muslim man who feels this strongly about their religion and their traditions and their culture would get with an American woman that looked like her. And then if you look on her Facebook, and I'm sure he's seen her social media, like it's another Muhammad situation. What's that other chick that married that dude in Egypt? It's not one of those situations. Why would you get with a woman that is so far removed from your culture and your religion that everything that she wears and she do, Tiger Lily got the fake lips, the fake boobs, the fake hair. She got more weave than I've ever had in my entire fucking life. Why would you be with somebody like this and then be like, well, I'm gonna get with her and slowly try to change her and get her to be something else that, and then talking about, well, women in Jordan don't act like, okay, but then go get with you a woman from Jordan. Why would you get with an American woman that looks like that and acts like that? And then knowing that if you're trying to do it for a green card and money, then I think if you're doing it for green card and money, then you should just shut the fuck up. Like if you with somebody for some money, I'll be like, babe, it's whatever you want to do. If I'm with a dude and it's for money, and I understand that it's just for money and I'm trying to get a green card, guess what I'm finna do? He could be out here bare chested and running around looking like a fool, and I'm like, yep, there goes my baby. There goes my boo. There's my husband. Yep. Yep. Anyway, pass the carrots. Could you pass the peas, please? That's all I'm finna do. Pass the peas, please. I'm finna shut the fuck up and sit here and be like, well, she want to run around with her boobs. I'll be like, honey, that's not really appropriate. You know what, baby? Just do you, boo. When am I getting my green card? Do you, honey? There she go. Oh, she wearing a crop top. All right. Aren't you going to say anything about what your wife's dressed like? No. Oh, Sport of Kings. Long time no see. Great to see you. Yeah. Oh, BTS for life. That's right. BTS for life. Throw it up. We throwing up BTS gang signs. But yeah, 90 Day Fiance, I don't understand why these Muslim men would get with these westernized women. For what end? Like I said, if you're doing it for money, you doing it for the green card, you do it for the money and during the green card, then you shut the fuck up. You be like, honey, if you want to run around with your cleavage all out, who am I to judge? I'll be like, who am I to judge? You know what? My wife, she dresses like that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Chef's kiss, babe. You get what you get, right? You get what you get. This is the woman that you married. You married the fake lips, the fake Barbie hair, the fake boobs. She takes about 4 hours to get ready. You didn't know what you married? She's not a Jordanian woman. She's not a Muslim woman. She's not a conservative woman. For God's sakes, she got a stripper name. Her name is Tiger Lily. What the fuck do you think he was getting? If you wanted a Muslim conservative woman that wears a turtleneck and a burqa, if you wanted a woman that was modest and be up here with their hijab on, then bitch, go get you a woman with a hijab on. Why you gonna get a woman to look like a stripper and then be like, oh no, you can't wear that. Oh no, you can't do do that. Oh no, you can't look like that. Oh no, you can't talk like that. Oh, I'm the man in a relationship. Look, we all know why you here, 22-year-old. You here because you probably want a green card and she got some money. What? And don't talk back to her but he know what he there for. Like, you know the kind of woman, yeah, why would you know the kind of woman you get with? You got with a westernized woman from Texas. She lives in my city. Like, that's the kind of woman you looked at her social media, and what in your right mind would you think, yeah, this woman's not gonna talk back. Yeah, this woman is modest. She's not modest. She looks like a stripper. Even for Texas, not all Texas women look like that. She looks like a stripper. I want to know what job Tiger Lily be doing, because she looked like a stripper. Or she's in the adult entertainment field. I'm not trying to diss her or down her, but that's what she looks like. That's what she presents physically as. High maintenance, fake hair, fake boobs, big lips. She looks like a Barbie doll. Why would you want to be with a woman like that and then tell her she can't wear a low-cut top on her crop tops? If you want somebody like that, go find, there's women in America who are more conservative than Tiger Lily. Her name is Tiger Lily, for the love of God and everything that is holy. Her name is Tiger Lily. What will you think you were doing? Okay. What kind of woman? If I got with a woman that looked like that, I'd be like, she might be a little wild. I don't know. She might have been a stripper in her past. There's no way in the world I'm going to get with a really good looking man who runs around with his shirt off all the time and then get with him and be like, well, babe, you can't do that anymore. We're married. Like, what? But that's what you were attracted to. Adnan, you got with Tiger Lily. I don't even know if that's her government name. I don't even think that's her real name. Her real name is probably something else. Her real name may be Amy or Soshana or something. Or she looks Hispanic. So I don't even know what race this person is supposed to be or what culture she is. But Tiger Lily, I promise you, is probably not her real name. So, probably her stage name. I mean, so I'm not trying to down her, but I'm like, why would you get with a person like this and then expect them to do what? All to suddenly button up and be Muslim now? Like, those are conversations you have, and they've only been knowing each other for 4 months. And I was like, and then she knows nothing about his culture, his religion, his food. She knows nothing about Jordan, nothing. All she did was see some cute 22-year-old on the internet and started talking to him and like, oh, I'm going to get married. Ta-da. And then she's shocked when he's like, don't dress like this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then she like, oh my God. Oh my God. She over here clutching the pearls, child. I'm like, child, I'm going to do a whole video about that. Then the lady who went to Lagos, Nigeria and married the blind African man. I can't. This season is wild. These people is wild. And then the dude with the STD. I just don't understand these people that go over internationally and go be with somebody in another country and don't know nothing about their culture, their language, their food, their religion. And then not only do you not know, but then don't respect it. So Americans, y'all stop marrying these foreigners and y'all fetishize these foreigners like they little dolls or they're a fetish or something exotic or cool. And then you get over to their country and you're like, I don't want to eat the food. No, I'm not going to eat that. I don't even know what curry is. Like one chick was like, I don't even know what curry is. I don't even know. I don't even eat stuff like that. I don't even know what it is. So you went to India to be with an Indian man and you don't even know what the hell curry is? It'd be like somebody coming over here to McDonald's and saying they don't know what a hamburger is. Now I can't eat a hamburger. I just don't know what that is. Why would you go get with a man of another culture if you don't even respect or try or like their culture and that's part of who they are? That's a huge part of people's who they are, anybody, even in America. I'm an American. So my culture is part of me. So the idea that you gonna go to somebody's culture and you don't know nothing about their food, their religion, their habits, their family. Child, these people, Lord, that's for another time, another video. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm out of here. I could go on and around about these people getting with these international people, but we'll say that for another day. Check out my other YouTube channel, Nomadic Kitty. Again, I'm doing the review of the Laneige. I think that's how it's pronounced. Laneige toner that Jen from BTS is now the brand ambassador, and everybody's running out and buying it. But thank everybody for here. Sport of Kings. I guess. Hi. Thank you. Um, and so I appreciate everybody being here. But I gotta go. Yeah, Nomadic Kitty is my other channel. And I'm not on camera there, so thank God. But I will be for that live, that BTS toner live. Be prepared for K-pop to pop up on your feed when you go to my channel. GSP. Like it's K-pop everywhere. It's K-pop everywhere. And I plan to do another follow-up video about that K-pop singer who is now being prosecuted because apparently this dude raped a female. Him and two or three other friends gang raped this girl. So I'm going to talk about that because the charges have just dropped the other day. Apparently they gang raped this girl. So, and he's a whole K-pop star, a well-known one. And he's going to go to jail, like for sure. He's going to go to prison. But yeah, I'm going to do a video update about Tail from NCT 127 Tail. Moontail, that's his name, Moontail. I love his name, but I don't like him. But he's apparently this dude is got this chick drunk. I mean, it's just a whole scenario that like if somebody one of your male friends is coming to you and be like, okay, we're gonna go out and have some drinks, and I'm gonna bring one of my K-pop friends with you. Shoot, I'll be like, sign me up, here I come. And then you go out with your friend and his brother and this K-pop star, and just imagine y'all are having a good time. You're excited because your friend is friends with a K-pop star and his brother is there and you're all excited. And then knowing that like at the end of the night that they're going to hold you down and essay you. And the shame of that and the heartbreak of that, and knowing that I'm sure when she went out to go out with these people, that she didn't think that her night was going to end up with her being essayed at the end of the night and held down and essayed, and them getting her drunk and her screaming and begging to be let go, and they just had their fun with her. And when people do this, I have to say one thing before I leave. When people do stuff like this, they've done this stuff before. So I don't believe that Moon Tae-il, that this is the only time he's ever done this. He's 32 years old. I don't think that he's lived 32 years of his life, and this is the first time that he's ever done this. He's been in the same K-pop group, I think, for 9 or 10 years. He's rich. He's famous. He's good looking. You can't tell me that this is the first time he's done this. I think he's probably done this before, and other women probably did not report it. Maybe he gave them some money to hush up. Maybe he's threatening them to hush up. But I don't believe that this is the first time that he's done this. I just don't believe it. People who do stuff like this have done this for a long time, and they've just gotten away with it. Like Diddy gotten away with it. Like R. Kelly gotten away with it. The same thing that happens in Korean K-pop. There are a bunch of scumbags and creeps in every facet of the entertainment industry worldwide. The more money and the more fame and notoriety you have, and the more people that is in the entertainment field, there's a propensity to there's just creeps. There's just creeps everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. There's just creeps out there. There's creeps and crazy men out there doing all kinds of things. You don't have to be rich and famous, but I find it really pathetic that this is a man that could have had anybody they wanted, and he chose to do this. But some people get a thrill out of that. Some people don't want compliant women. They want somebody, they like the thrill of holding somebody down, and they get off on that. And so people are like, well, why would he do this? He could get any woman. He probably could have had her, really, to be honest with you. If he would have took her out a few more times, maybe he probably could have hit that probably. But like I said, these people, y'all gotta understand, they don't want that. They don't want somebody compliant. They enjoy that. So that's what I'm saying, is that never underestimate the depravity of people. Because again, it's not about who you can get or how famous and rich and good looking you are, and I can have any woman or person that I want. It's not about that. They want the chase, the thrill of somebody against their will and it being a real scenario. Some people get off on that. Some people are like that. It doesn't matter how good looking the person is. There are always going to be people out there that feel like that's the way to go because that's what they like. That's what they get off on. And there's a lot of people out there into that type of stuff. A lot of them. Old, young, male, female. There's just a lot of people into that. And some people do it safely. There's a way to do it safely. Or there's role playing and all that. And then there's some people who don't want to role play. They want the real thing. And so I just say the ladies out there, be careful. You have to be careful. You don't know that this male friend that you think is on the up and up, that you've been knowing for years, that this person would, oh, they would never hurt me. They're friends with my brother. They're friends with my sister. They're friends with my cousin. Oh, I grew up in the neighborhood. We went to school together. Oh, they would never hurt me. They ain't never did nothing to me. We've been out before having a good time and drinking. It only takes that one time or that one person that they with to get under the influence or they feel like now is the opportunity for them to take advantage of you. It only takes one time for somebody to feel like they're going to get brave one night and take advantage of you. So I would tell women out there to don't get yourselves in these situations, in these scenarios. Do not be going out with men by yourself and you're the only girl. Go out with a group of friends if you have to. And it's just hard to trust people. It's just hard to really trust people these days. It's just hard. So y'all be careful out there. Y'all be careful. I don't want nobody out here watching this video getting hurt. But y'all be careful. I've lived a lot of life. And so I've seen a lot of things and been around a lot of different people, good people and bad people. And I've seen a lot of things. And thank God I've never experienced anything like that in my life. I've never been SA'd. I've never had anyone try to SA me. They wouldn't dare. But I have friends that have been in situations like this at parties with so-called quote-unquote friends that were like their brothers, and they really weren't. So y'all just be careful out there. You just can't trust nobody these days. So anyway, y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all being here. Bye.